Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna speak about type 1 diabetes, mainly because if you've watched my get to know me video, you know that I have it, and I was requested by one of my subscribers to do do a video on it, because for me personally, many people are like not really informed about what it is. I know when I got it I had no idea, so I kind of just want to educate people and not just let my channel be a thing of, okay, let's learn how to do this, what. Like, I actually want to inform people as well. So if you watch my get to know me video, you know that I have type 1 diabetes, and I've had it for over 3 years now. I got it in 2014 during my final year of high school, and nobody in my family has it, and I'm not the type of person, if I have like a young fever, I'm gonna go to the doctor. Like, I'm not that person. So some of the symptoms are like you get very thirsty, and I mean, if I'm thirsty I'm gonna drink water or drink something. So I was drinking a lot, and then it only makes sense because another symptom is frequent urination. So obviously if I'm drinking a lot, obviously I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I was like, okay, I don't know what's wrong with me, like it's okay. And then I was also really tired, so you kind of lose energy. Like, ooh, that generally means, as a diabetic, it means your sugar is going high. So now you get tired, you get so lazy, and for me it got to a point where I actually slipped into a coma. So I don't actually remember much of the drive to the hospital or whatever. And then I woke up in ICU and they told me, you have diabetes. And for me it was a very groggy state, because I was kind of in a coma, slipping in and out of it. And it turns out that when that happens to you, it's because your body is in such a shock that it doesn't want to remember all the things that it's going through. And I'm not a medical practitioner, so I don't want anyone to like take my word for this. If it's this, it's this. No, I'm just telling you my experience. And so yeah, I woke up in ICU, you have diabetes. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm still alive, everything's okay. And I just remember like bits and pieces, like I said, coma, grogginess, I don't know. And I was in ICU for about 4 days. And then they moved me to the general ward. ICU is intensive care unit, by the way. And then I was moved into the general ward. And then they were like, okay, you need to inject yourself with insulin. I was like, sorry, what do you mean? I hate blood, I hate needles, I hate anything bodily. Like, you can tell me a story about how you got sick, how you broke something. My arm will literally get sore if you say you broke your arm. That dramatic. Anyway, so now they out here trying to tell me you need to inject yourself. So now I have 2 types of insulin. First one, Nova Rapid. This is what it looks like. And this is the needle. Most people are interested in these type of things. It's a very small needle, like it doesn't look that bad. So now they basically told me you need to inject this 3 times a day before you eat. And everyone has like different dosages. There's no specific amount per person. And then there's another one, Levemir. It's kind of 24 hours, but it's actually 12 hours. I need to inject this one twice a day. So in total, sorry you guys, res, common living, yeah, no, because people are making noise. So yeah, so I have to inject this orange one 3 times a day, and the green one 2 times a day. So in total I do 5 injections of insulin every day. And people ask me, is it painful? Obviously, like, I don't think anyone's ever gotten an injection and it's not painful. Like, it really is. And I think for me, in that moment when I remember like the first time I had to do an injection, like I wanted to cry, because they told me I had to do it on my tummy, and I just couldn't picture, like I couldn't, like it made no sense. Why am I injecting myself all of a sudden? And I think at that stage it didn't totally hit me yet, but I think it took me about 10 minutes before I could do just 1 injection and actually eat my food. So for me that was kind of like, what? And then there's something else. It's a glucose monitor, and you need it essentially you prick yourself. So it's like just a little needle. Let me actually, like, I don't know if you could hear it, but it literally clicks, and then like a little needle comes and pricks your finger, and then you put your blood from the fingertip on this little strippy. Can you see it? And then that will tell you what your current sugar levels are. So now, as a diabetic, you need to constantly be checking your sugar levels in order to not slip into the different types of comas. So when I was in hospital, my sugar levels was around 40-50, and that is literally having liquid sugar in your body. And I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's kind of a miracle that I'm alive, because I should have died. I genuinely should have died. And I say that because your normal sugar level should range between 4 and 8. Mine was 40 something. So for me, that was kind of like a manifestation, like, snap, like, I still have a purpose here on earth. Like, Heavenly Father still wants me around. Like, wow. And I think when it comes to something like that, so life-changing, like, diabetes cannot be cured. It's never gonna go away. I don't know why I have it. I don't know how I got it. All I know is I have it. Like, I'm here, I'm a diabetic, and like, that's that. And for me, no one in my family has it. So one of my struggles was, you know what, just learning about it. And like I said, it's not a set routine. Like, I don't want to like downplay any other illnesses or something, but it's not like, okay, you have flu, take medicine. You have this is what you do. You have to figure it out by yourself. So there's been many nights where I wake up at 2 a.m. and my sugar is dropped to like 2.1. And if your sugar drops below 4, it means you have a sugar low. I think it's hypoglycemia. One is hypo, the other one is hyper. I'm just kind of right now not sure which one is high-low. Anyway, when it drops really low, you can also slip into a coma and die. And I'm not going to downplay it. It's actually quite a serious thing. So if your sugar goes either too high or too low, you can slip into a coma and essentially you can die. And the problem with having like too high, like kind of like a heartbeat, highs, lows, it damages the blood that goes to your little nerves. So your fingertips and your toenails and like your eyes, they have very sensitive nerves, like tiny nerves, and then those get damaged over time because of those highs and lows. So I think all in all, it's not something that's easy to have. Like, for me, it's been the hardest 3 years of my life, purely because I need to figure this out on my own. You can do as much research as you can, but it's kind of, you have to figure out what works for you. And I mean, every day is literally a struggle. Like yesterday, I was almost in shambles because I needed to inject my insulin so I could eat. And the minute I put the needle in my leg, because that's where I inject, it started burning. So it's now you're putting some burning, scorching thing into your leg so that you can eat. Like, there's this, I don't know how to say that, but you need to inject to live. If you don't inject, you're gonna die. And it's not like an easy thing. Like, I'm not trying to downplay it, I'm just trying to tell you like the facts. And so when your sugar drops, I don't know if I'm lucky that I wake up in the evening, but then my sugar drops, you have to wake up, you need to get your sugar high, so you need to eat something sugary. If your sugar is too high, you need to inject extra insulin. And you don't want to do an extra injection on top of the 5 that you're already doing, you know. So it's not one of the easiest things. Like, it's really, like, it's such a struggle. It's a daily, genuine struggle. And for me, it's kind of, it's changed my whole life. Like, I feel like my hair has thinned because of my diabetes. I have to go for blood tests every 3 months or 4 times a year. Need to draw blood, check my average sugar levels. Is it still fine? Is it not fine? And so far, I've been doing quite well. Like, I've averaged on around 7. So as I said, between 4 and 8. So 7 is a good average number to have. So I've managed so far. And the only reason you want to keep your sugar levels constant, because you don't want to end up when you're 40 having something amputated. You don't want to die before your time. You don't want to have all these complications. Like I said, it affects your eyes. You can go blind. You can lose fingers. You can lose toes. You can damage your liver. You can damage your kidney. It's such a serious thing, and people generally don't know about it. So for me, what I want to do is, I'm so scared of, not I'm scared, but I don't like blood. And the thought of not having a hand, it scares me. Like, I will eat properly because of it. And because of my diabetes, I take care of myself. I gym every day. Not like, I think 5 times a week, sometimes 3 times a day. I said this. I gym like crazy. I try not to eat anything, but I mean, I am human. If I'm a lover of ice cream, I will go and eat my ice cream. Because you can't also just live in this fear of the worst case scenario is I'm going to die. And I guess I don't want to scare people, but I got type 1 diabetes, and that's what you get when you're younger. And when you're old, you can get type 2 diabetes and still have all these complications. So don't wait to get an illness before you start taking care of yourself. Take care of yourself right now. Like, don't wait, because when you're 40, suddenly, okay, you have type 2 diabetes, you can't do all the things that you thought you could. Now you need to start taking care of yourself because you don't have a choice. For me, I don't have a choice in in gymming, in eating properly, because, you know, worst case scenario is a real thing. So I guess for me, that is my challenge. And even in a case where I do actually slip into a low, have a sugar low, this is the injection. Someone needs to take whatever is in this little tube, do some mixture and inject me just to get that glucose out of my liver. Like, it's like backup, you know, just shock you. And I don't ever want to use this. I don't ever want to use this. And this is the seriousness of the matter. Like, there's no way to downplay it. And for me, this has been my struggle. But I guess for other people as well, whatever struggles that you do have, don't let it define you. Let it change you for the better. My diabetes has made me a better person in terms of my life, the way I live it. I don't take any day that I get for granted, because I know I'm essentially living on borrowed time. And my struggle is diabetes, and it's a chronic illness, and I'm going to have it until the day I die. And other people have different illnesses, and you know what? It's okay. These things happen. Sometimes it's not always by choice, but don't let these things stop you from living your best life. Like, I'm still trying to make the most of it. I still want to go out. I still want to have fun with people. And it's hard to explain to people, like, your logic behind the things that you do. But I know for me, I do what I do because I want to make the most out of my life. Even though it's borrowed time, I'm so blessed to still be on this earth. And diabetes is my struggle, but it's not the end of the world. And I want everyone to know, whatever problems you do have, it's not the end of the world. You can get through it, and you can manage your problems as well. Like, there's nothing that's not manageable. You wouldn't be given anything if you weren't able to handle it. And for me, that's honestly the phrase that has just gotten me through this. And also, everything just happens for a reason. So I hope this video was really informative, and you're able to, you know, get a better understanding of diabetes. If you have any questions, please do leave a comment. I will answer. And if you have any video requests, I will definitely look at that and take a video. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.